Hello everyone, and welcome to my stock commentary. And today we're going to talk about data. Well, why am I talking about data? Realistically, in the short term, this particular stock's actually caught a strong bid, and it's come up to a pretty critical level. See this little bubble that says 112.42, the 52-week high, maybe the all-time high, and it's already brushing back. So there are a few expectations that I want to point out for you if you're either looking to trade this stock, or you're in this current stock, or what the potential possibilities may be, so that you could react in accordance based on what the future may bring here in the near term. So small cap tech names clearly have caught a bid. You know, we saw the NASDAQ, the S&P 500, the Russell 2000 all closing at record highs this week, and really showing an incredible sign of strength to the upside. I do want to point this out. I don't think that we're done here as of yet. Seeing buyers piling on, putting risk on at highs, is reminiscent of the runs that we would make from the all-time highs of 2017. So I want to point this out because there is what we call breakout potential in this particular name. You could see that off of earnings. It actually came back, it got weak, but then started to immediately wedge up and squeeze these sellers. The buyers here squeezed out these sellers. A pretty decent V formation or mini U formation came into play. We crossed over the 50 period simple moving average. These old highs were collected right around 104.50, and once we got above that level, look at the extension that came into this name. From high to low is over $5 in total range. It opened on the lows, closed at the highs. Consolidated for a few days, triggered the inside bar and broke it above, and the continuation brought the stock within less than a quarter of the all-time highs before there was some risk off. So would I want to buy now? Absolutely not. What I would look for specifically is for the stock to breach this particular level and close above it on the daily. And if it opens on the daily, the breakout potential could be in play. Now, in recent history, it would break out just a small amount before it started pulling back. Break out a small amount before it started pulling back. Well, if you have the ability to have a greater understanding of what the outcome could be in the stock name, that means that upon that close open, that breach, it could be that extension, maybe around, let's say around 116 to 120 before it pulls back. And then on the pullback, if it settles up, especially near that 50 period moving average where this orange line is, right around that 105 price currently, there could be a great short-term value play in this name. All I'm pointing out is that this is a stock that's shown some very bullish signs of life. Today, the NASDAQ's down 24 points. This stock is down 22 cents at a key level of resistance, the 52-week / all-time high. In fact, I want to verify this is all-time highs. Let's go to the 3-week chart here. Definitely not the all-time highs. It is definitely the 52-week highs. Let's just go, whoops, not there. Let's go to max available. So 130.134. So that tells me that upon this breach, there's still a designated upside target, and that could be that 130.134. It is at 52-week highs, but we've seen what stocks have done at 52-week highs. Once they're taken out, we tend to see extensions, pullbacks, and then re-extensions to new highs. That could be the case here. But the first mechanic that we have to see to take place in ticker symbol DATA is that particular breach. A rejection off this level and any extension down, especially past this 105 price, could lead to a ridiculous pullback. Think about it. A major double top off of a substantial level, aka the 52-week high, could lead to an unraveling by buyers and a very aggressive pursuit by sellers. So I'm willing to, at this point, give up a little bit to get the verification instead of trying to front run that idea. It's a guess to front run it, right? It's a guess to buy into this thinking it could go up. But once it breaches and it closes and opens, there's no guesswork. It's verified. Resistance is no longer in play. Whatever resistance is, especially if that level becomes support, is very bullish. Data is a name you should keep your eye on if the markets continue to rise, especially the Russell, the NASDAQ, and of course the S&P 500. All right, folks, wrapping it up here. But before I go, I do want to mention that stock and stock options trading does involve a substantial degree of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. I'll touch up on this in a future episode, folks, but in the meantime, trade well, take care, and have a great one.